Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen. So today we're going to be going through the weekly check-in of the third week of September. So it was the week of the 22nd, the week of the 22nd, or is today 22nd? The week of the 15th, my apologies. It was the week of the 15th of September. We're going to do a weekly check-in. So first we're just going to run through the payday budget and make sure that what I budgeted was the actual. And then we're going to have a look at the spending and then do the weekly check-in. So I have this payday budget binder, which is now available on my Etsy shop if anybody's interested. As you can see, it fits inside an A6 binder, any A6 binder. And we will just take it out because it's easier kind of to work with. So first thing first is we flip to the front page here where we have a month over 2 pages, and we get a highlighter. We need the orange one to go through what has come out. So it was the 15th to the 21st that we're looking at, and the Netflix did come out, and that was the only thing that was due to come out. So that has been done. So next then we flip to the payday budget. So this was the first one with the spending, second one that we did last week, and then this week is what we're looking at here. So here's the spending for the week, but then we're just going to concentrate on this for right now. So we did put 50 euros into deposit. So the first part of it is once you write your income, you do your pay yourself first section, and that's any savings that you're working on, investments, something that's going to help you in the future. This is this area here. We're saving for a house deposit, and we've put the 50 euro in there like I had planned. Our rent, we split our rent over 4 periods, and this is in the essential expenses area. So these are everything that's going to keep you warm, fed, housed and clothed in your budget. So these are all of the areas that go there. So like I said, we had our rent, we split our rent over 4 weeks just to make it easier to do. We paid 20 euros into our utilities every single week, and I've been preaching this because of obviously we have a cost of living and an energy price hike and stuff. Every single week I put 20 euros aside for our electricity and our gas. Once a month I then submit my meter reading to my company that I have to keep away from those nasty estimated bills. I also every single year go on a comparison website and I work out what is the best deal based on the rates that I am currently paying. Everything is going up, all of the rates have gone up and all of the standing orders have gone up, so it's always worth it to check websites to make sure that you are getting the best deal. Then we did put the 100 euros into the shopping. We put 40 euros 50 cents into our petrol diesel account, 5 euro into clothing, 10 euro into medical, and then the bins. So they are our rubbish bins. We get general waste, recycling and a compost bin, and they go out various times throughout the month, and we put 7 euros 3 cents into that. That was split over 2, and you'll see in my next payday budget in the next video for next week, you'll see that I've split that over that. Next off we have motor. We have our annual cost. So these are things that come around every single year and you best be prepared for it. So if you know, for instance, that Christmas is going to cost you 700 euros, pretty much the week you get paid or the first time you get paid after Christmas, you know, split that over how many paydays it is until the next Christmas. If you get paid weekly, it's 52 or 51 or 50. If it's like, you know, a monthly thing, it's 12 paydays or 11 paydays until Christmas. So motor insurance, we put in 5 euro because we have a car and Robert drives a motorbike. Tax, again, we put in 5 euro. We have to pay a motor tax to drive on the roads here. And also the car needs a yearly test, which is actually this Sunday coming. So then we have Christmas. Because of overspends in various different areas, we only get to put 50 euros towards Christmas. I always keep 1 or 2 euros into every single category that I have, just to keep them ticking over. So €2 goes into school, because obviously that's pretty much, that's done because she's back in school now. So we have €5 for birthdays, and then the €5 for the maintenance. So that was €72 of our budget went to our annual costs, so things that come around every single year. Then you would move on to your debt. So any debt that you're working on, that you have, minimum payments, extra payments, whatever it is here, that will go in this section. Then what you have remaining will go into the last two sections, which are the nice things and everything else. So our broadband was €8.75. The phones, mine and Robert's phones, we split that over, again, four pay periods. We split our broadband and our phones. Most of our bills we split over 4 pay periods. Then we have like a household miscellaneous section. We were covering some overages we had, and then adding a little bit extra. Myself and Robert get €23 in personal spending money between us. Then we had some eating out costs, again, that was to cover some overages that happened. And then Robert joined the gym. So I've split that bill over 4 periods, and it was €12.25 per period. So that means that we spent €122.85 into the nice things. And then we have everything else, and this is where pretty much, as I said, as it sounds, everything else. So we attended a wedding, and there was a bit of money we owed ourselves back in. I took it from another area, so €44.23. Then I forgot that we went through some of the toll bridges here on the M50, so the bill came for that. It was €10.80. One of our things that we're saving for are new glasses for Ava. And then at the back of this and all of the payday budgets, there will be a challenge. So we added €5 into that. So that left us with €65.03 into that area. So basically the whole way along, once you have your income, you're taking each area away from it. So, you know, the income minus the total of A. Then down here we have the total, so the remaining of A minus the total of B. So, you know, it decreases every single area until you get down here, and one of two things can happen is you can have a zero-based budget, which I like to do, or you can have money left over, which you will roll over. So then what you would do is in the next payday budget, you'd write roll over here and how much it is. So that way it can continue to be counted if you're not going to do a zero based. So now we move on to the check-in side of things. So you can see these highlighted areas in the other weeks were areas that we had overspent on. So the key right now for me this week is to make sure that those things are covered in the next paycheck. So if I highlight everything, and this is everything that we spent money on this week, you can see there is Robert spent some money, we had some fuel come out, some groceries, I spent some money, some miscellaneous, Robert, some dining out, a bit, our bill, fuel, medical, and then Robert. So Robert spent a lot this week. I have to get on to him about that. But if we start to categorize things, so I do it by color. So again, it will be R and K, so Robert and Karen. And if you add them all together, and I have kind of done this off to the side, so it was, we started with, this one is actually a little bit funny, so we started with 29.17 in there, so 29.17, and last week we added the €23 as we had planned. But then I started to move some of this money, because at first I was putting the gym into this into Robert's category, but then I was like, no, I'll just make my own gym category. But we ended up using from here, we ended up using €45, but it left us, in long story short, after I moved some money and whatever, with an overage in Robert's of €11.70. And that doesn't work out. The math here obviously doesn't work out. The maths doesn't work out, but it is right. So then we have our fuel. So if we flick back to this area here, you can see we started with 14.50 in fuel. And then last week we added 40 euros 50 cent. So then if you add these two together here, we used 50 euros, which means that we have 5 euros remaining. So next up we have groceries. So again, if we flip back, we will see that grocery ended with an overage of 16 euros 82. We added 100 euros like we do every single week. And if we add these two together, you will see that we spent 75 euros. Which means that there is 5 euros left in there. Which we're not going to use. We'll put that into another area. Next up then we have miscellaneous. So it's miscellaneous or household, this is. So if we flick back here, you'll see it had 21.25. So we added 26.25 last week as per the budget that we just went through. You can see, what's this one? See 26.25 in house and miscellaneous. So we then used 12.46, which if you do the maths on that, you will know that it is minus 7.46. So again, it is over. But this coming week, I should be able to sort all of these overages out. So next up we have dining or eating out, or so again that had an overage of 47.60. We added 47.60, and then you can see we used 43.25, which means we are over 43.25. Fuel, we did medical. So medical, if we flick to here, medical had 65 euro. We added 10, we used 10, which left us with 65 again. And then if we flick back here, you'll see that there was the wedding, which was minus 88.46. So into there we did pay 44.23. We didn't take out anything, so that left us with 44.23. And then the other one that was on this was this tolls. Was minus 10.80. Yeah, 10.80. We added the 10.80, which left us with nothing. So you can see we still have overages. We have 11.70 from Robert, 7.46 from the house miscellaneous, 43.25 from dining out, and 44.23 in spending, or in wedding. So what I'm gonna do is just to show you guys. So there's 5 in fuel and 5 in groceries. So we're not going to use the groceries. So I'm going to take out my wallet dividers, and I'm also going to take out the change that I have. That's all the change, yeah. So let's see. So this €5 from groceries is going to go. The one from petrol stays there. Medical should have €65, which it does. Eating out should have nothing and house has nothing. So they're all good and they can go back in my wallet. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8.45. €8.45, which if you have been it's all mixed up, it'll be okay. So if you have been following in previous weeks, you'll know that I started a new challenge, well, 2 new challenges that got to deal with the leftover money from each week. So the first one, or one of them, is the spare change challenge, but the one I like to do first, and I need €6 to do it, is this night away one that we're saving for night away. And basically what it is, you can see here, and it's roll to save, and if you do all of these, it's €150. So right now we got the 6 to 2 and the one making €9, and because we have over €6, which is the highest, we're going to roll to save. So if we give this a roll and it's 1, we're going to do it again because 1 is not great. So, and another one. Okay, right. It only wants to be 1, so I can't do anything about it. But we'll mark off these 2, oops, these 2 ones. And we still have 6.45 left, so we're going to roll one more time. And it's a 2, you can't see that. It's a 2. So we're going to just roll with that. So that means it's €4 this week that's going to be put in. So what I'm going to do is put in this 5 and then take out a 1. Or do I have 4? No, I don't have 4. Put in a 5 and take out a 1. So that was €4 we put in this week. So yeah, I really like this roll to save because like that, you don't know what's going to happen. And like I just did there, you know, it is kind of, if you know you can still reach the maximum of it, it's a good way to do it. To also make this harder, you could, you know, if it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you could multiply it by 10. So it'd be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You could do that either. And then we have the spare change challenge, which I'm going to zoom you in because it's very itty bitty. So this is, all of these things are available on my Etsy shop. So we now have 4.45 left. So I'm going to do the biggest one, which is 364. So we have 4.45 and we're going to do 364. So 364, and then 81 cents is the other one, so we may as well just do that as well. And 81 cents. So we got to color 2 in, and then this is the jar. So this is the jar I've been saving in the whole time. So there's way more obviously than what this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 bits marked off because I've been saving pretty much since the start of the year in here. So yeah, that's it. I'm actually really happy that I got to do both of these today. So there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 7 sixes. There's 42 rolls of a dice here, and we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've done 6. So 36 left to go. It'll eventually get done. Like, it's not a major thing for us to do right now. It's just nice to know that we can do it in the future. So that's it, guys. That is today's check-in for you. I hope that you did enjoy it. I hope that I explained it well and you got what I was trying to do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.